It's day 3 of writing a murder mystery. Remember on Friday when I told you guys that I'd side quested pretty hard and I decided to write an article about how it is a really good idea to copy your favorite author's writing style because once you get the story down, then you can make it your own. And it happens pretty naturally, but I kind of explain it in the article. So I'll let you know when I publish that. It'll probably be today. Ended up also writing another article. Now, that was based on the fact that I was reading Agatha Christie's The Mysterious Affair at Styles. So I pulled it out and I decided to read chapter 1 again because I've read the book before. But I thought, oh, it's nice to do a refresher of all the murder mysteries that I've written because now I'm really kind of getting into the zone. And then I realized that I wouldn't read a book that was published today that was written in the style that Agatha Christie wrote because it's completely outdated. And don't get me wrong, the stories are still unbelievably good and well told and well written, but the style is outdated. So that's what I cover in the second article, and I actually explain the differences between Agatha Christie's original style and the style in which books are written today, which make it a lot more marketable. They make it a lot more easier to read, so it hooks the reader from the beginning, and you're not dealing with the old-fashioned way of writing where you're thinking about long introductions and introducing each and every single character at the outset and then taking them through the setting and where everything's going to go down. So you get that in bits and pieces, dribs and drabs, but where it's relevant, and you start with information that really hooks the reader. And so that's the way stories are told now, and I cover that in basic story structure. I've covered basic story structure a million times. I've done so many examples. I've even made up stories to go with story structure. So it's also an easy way to plot your story according to these big pointers in story structure, these big marks, so that you're covering every single base. So covering each base of story structure makes it so that you can tell your entire story from start to finish and have it hit all its emotional marks and all its plot points, and you have a really good, well-told story from the beginning to the very last page. So this is something that I do explain in the second article that I've written. So it does touch a little bit on story structure. It just tells you what story structure is. But if you want to understand in depth what story structure is and how you can use it to your benefit to write a story, everybody needs to know it. If you want to write a story structure and understanding story structure is the way to go. So please do check that out. I do have a lot of information on it.